Hello. Okay, different spots, so things are a little weird how I have my computer. I decided to paint my wall. I'm gonna paint that tomorrow. I washed it, so that's getting done. No more ugly color on that one wall. So let's get going. I have something a little different. I pulled a couple cards today, and then I'm also going to show you how I use my pendulum. So for those who are wondering, who are thinking, oh, wouldn't it be so nice? What's another way to access my intuition? Is there some way I can find a fast yes or no? There you go. We're going to talk about this. I think I might only talk about one card because this is going to take too long, right? Okay. The card we're going to focus on today then is Seven of Scrolls. Seven of Scrolls. And says intricacies and industry. And it is from the Akashic Tarot. I love this deck. It's very different, very different. But I'm going to tell you how I interpreted this card, and it really helped me with something. So the Seven of Scrolls. So this is the picture is working on a Renaissance cathedral has just begun. At first, this building seems modest, but in time, the grandeur will reach several stories high and across the centuries. But now, the piles of stones and rock set the scene. A mason bends, focusing on a pump. Anyways, we don't have to know. At a very basic level, the card can indicate building, renovating, or a home or a business. So something's changing. You could be changing where you live. You could be changing your house. You could be renovated. Maybe it has to do with your business. So those things is kind of what this card is about. This card shows you that you are on your way to greatness, but it requires attending to even the tiniest details. Be diligent with the specifics, your strategy and pay, considering attention to detail and follow through. While you may have a long-term goal in mind, the small steps are really what's important. But and then it tells you a little thing to think about or to meditate on. It's called the Akashic Force. And what it said here is, this is where I got this. Close your eyes and imagine that this situation is a puzzle in pieces on a table in front of you. Imagine the individual pieces and sense what you notice and feel about them. So I'm like, oh, that's a good way of thinking about it, because the things what I want to create, like I want to create a move for me to a place I love, a new vehicle, a few things, right? That I really want for my future. And so I thought, what are the puzzle pieces? So if I have this vision of my future, which is the end result puzzle, the end fit puzzle, what are the pieces? What do the pieces include? And so, because I'm very visual, so this is and on my journal, I wrote all the little pieces, right? So what I want is a new vehicle. I want a new Bronco. And I wrote a little about the Bronco. And then I know where I want to live and what I want to live in. Where I want to live in West Kelowna. So I wrote that, right? That's one of the puzzle pieces. A camper van. I would love to have a camper van because I really want to start exploring and just hitting the road and doing day trips and exploring different places and going to see family and, So I wrote that there was a camper van, a little bit about that. And so I just wrote out things about that I desire, what type of business and what I'd like to be doing and how I'd like to feel in purpose and stuff. So all the little puzzle pieces under that. And it was just a different way of looking at, here's the things I want in my life, as in, a list, right? It was just looking at these puzzle pieces and going, oh, how do they all fit together? So for me to have an overall vision, right? These are the pieces. And then I thought, well, what pieces can I start working on now? How can I start building my puzzle, even if I'm not living where I want to live or not having those things yet? And of course, I thought, don't wait to live. Like, don't wait. Stop waiting until, and I'm like, you're right. I think in many ways I was waiting until I had those things to really then think, yes, this is the great part of my life now. This is the second phase of my life, and I'm so excited, right? I'm in this waiting phase because I don't have those physical manifestations yet, those things. And then I thought, how long am I going to wait for the puzzle? Like, am I just going to sit here and wait, right, and hope that it happens? Or how am I going to start making the changes? So it really brought me kind of like a big overview of it and like, hey, what's my next thing? Here's the pieces. I was above them looking down and seeing all the pieces. And then like, what do I really need to work on? And I'm like, well, faith, trust, and belief. Faith and belief that I can actually have this, that I can trust, that I will be shown. Not just going right to the doubts and fears, which When you start to, I was thinking about if I sat down to start to do the puzzle, I'd be like, I don't know how to put the pieces together because I don't know how it happened, in what order it happens. I don't know, right? And I go into that and then I walk away. I don't know if some of you are like this. We try to think about the wow and the why and the how this is all going to fit together. And then it feels so overwhelming. It feels so uncertain. And we just walk away. That means we give up on ourselves. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep that objective point of view, that over why, like I'm not emotionally attached, right? So the objective, looking at it, interesting. Let's see what you can start to do. What is lacking? The belief that this could come about in so many ways. It doesn't have to be just this. So the pieces can, shuffle the pieces around, right? Get kind of that movement going. So that really helped me. I don't know if it's going to help you, but I hope so. So think of that, these puzzle pieces, and be, like they say, attached, rise above it and get the good overview of what you are wanting to create in your life, right? So write it out and then kind of visualize, okay, I'm looking at all these pieces that have the, you can even do post-it notes if you want, whatever, and have them all over. And then, like, what's lacking? What can I, if I can't take a step now, what's lacking so that I can take a step? And for me, it was definitely mindset. You can always start taking a step with your belief, and then opening up to possibilities, and then looking at, like, researching or doing some looking at things or thinking about different possibilities, or just building that trust in yourself and faith and going, this is really what I want. So if it's really what I want and desire it, it is meant for me, because we do not desire things that are not meant for us. We just don't. Does it mean we're going to achieve them? Maybe not. No, not always, because that's always up to us. We are the ones who make things happen, right? We are the ones that don't give up. If you give up, it's not going to happen, right? So let's get to the pendulum. So I started using a pendulum years and years and years ago. This is blue, so it's kind of hard up against my shirt. But you can buy these pendulums and they're not expensive. You can also use a chain with something on it, a heavier bead, or like sometimes people have necklaces that have something on them, so they can use that as a pendulum. There's a whole thing for cleansing and clearing your pendulum that you can do, and especially you will, so you just look on YouTube. You will do that when you buy a real pendulum. But if you've had this necklace for a while, you've worn a necklace, you have something that's close to you, then you're probably okay, right? Because it doesn't have a lot of other people's energy on it. But how you start is, it gives you yes and no answers according to what your heart really desires. So it's not going to say, if you don't want to move somewhere, but you're asking, should I move? Should I, like, thinking, okay, what's really the right thing for me to do? The right thing. But in your heart, you don't want to do it. It'll give you the answer from your heart and soul. Not the right thing. It's not going to give you the answer your mom would probably tell you, right? Unless you are so in that belief that you have to do that. Then it'll say, because you believe you must do what you believe is right, then it'll probably come as a yes. So I want you to be clear and kind of open and just go, okay, I'm willing to hear answers. I'm willing to know the truth. I'm willing to be open and just allow the energy to move through me so that I can get an answer. So you would start out with holding it still like this. I put it in front of my heart, but I'm going to hold it a bit higher here. And I put my hand underneath it like this, right? I do, because the energy, I just think for me, right? This is what I do. And then so you start out asking it something that's a yes and a no. So my name's Diana. So you're going to find out where your yes is. So I'm going to go, my name is Diana. My name is Diana. See how it starts turning? And that is the direction of my yes. So I know that when I ask a question, if it starts going in this direction, that means yes. Then I can stop it. Then I can say, my name. Oh, I'll say something that I don't like. Watch. I love snow. I love snow. I don't like snow at all. So it's going no. It's saying, no, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Right? Do I love snow? It would be like, no. So then you find out which is your no. For me, maybe you're uncertain, goes like this, forward and back. sometimes it goes this, like that can mean not enough information or uncertain, just back and forth. So that can happen to you too. And just know it's like it's unable to answer. So you're not going to ask it like, can you prophesize where I'm going to be in 3 years? You can't do that. It's like if you can't make a decision about something, like I do it even if I can't figure out if I'm supposed to go, if I want to go out somewhere. I'm like, okay, do I really want to go to this gathering? I don't know. I should, but I don't know. Should I go to this gathering? And it'll say yes or no, right? I use it for that, and I trust it. So I'm like, that's what my soul wants. Um, so you could ask. And for me, I want to move, right? So of course I want to move somewhere else. So it's gonna answer yes. If I say, should I move? It's gonna answer yes. Because I want to. It's gonna go, you want to, yes. You want to, yes. You want to. So should you? Yes, because you want to, right? So you can also ask it about months. I've tried this, right? Right? Like, um, will I, but it's hard because we changed timelines. So, right, you kind of got to do this a lot, right? Will I move within the next 6 months? Will I move within the next 6 months? And you can close your eyes and look away and just focus on something else. This is my no, so it's going no. So then you can go, will I move in the next 12 months? Will I move within the next 12 months? Now it's starting to go yes. That's a yes. Then I can say, will I move within 8 months? Yes. It's starting to move yes already. And it could say, I have done it totally for a guy dating. Should I go on another date? Or is this something I really want to do, like commit to? And I've done it for that. Because sometimes our head wants to take over and it wants to answer. But it's our heart we want the answer from. When we're starting to follow your intuition, your heart, your soul, that's when I find this is really comes in handy. And then trust it. And if you really think the answer's off, totally wrong, do it a few times. Do it a few times. And a warning here too. When you are doing it, if you are doing it and you're like, please say yes, please, it will say yes. It'll say yes. Because you're telling it to say yes. So it will respond to your energy also. So when you ask a question and you really are like, oh my God, I just don't know, then you want to, like, I'll look across the room and look at a plant or look outside and go, oh my God, it's so beautiful. After I ask the question, tune in, be quiet, or you can just close your eyes and just like breathe, take deep breaths so you don't even see it move, and just breathe and be in fully present. Count your breath like that to totally take your mind off it if you're afraid you're going to try to answer for it, right? Anyways, this is just something I wanted to share because I love doing this, and I have done journal prompts for myself to answer, should I take this next step? Will this next step be, and I've done it in so many cases. You can do it with food. You can hold an orange or an apple underneath here and go, is this food good for me? Or supplements. It's kinesiology, kind of like kinesio. Use supplements, anything like that. You're trying to find that answer. Is this good for me? Is this not good for me? Try using your pendulum. I hope you give it a try. Let me know below if you have tried pendulums, if you have one. And if you're going to try, let me know how it goes. And if you have any questions about them, all right? Okay, let's take a deep breath. Oopsie. Oh, can't wait till I get my wall painted and I can move things back. And then exhale, relax, relax, relax. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Flowing, flowing, flowing. Shake it off, shake it off, shake off the energy. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, lengthening your spine. Exhale, bringing that down, 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 releasing, letting go right down into the center of the earth, grounding this beautiful energy. Exhale, let it go, let it go, let it go. Inhale, beautiful, loving earth energy up and through your whole body, filling up your heart center, expanding. Exhale, bringing that out into the universe, your beautiful love and light. Inhale, love and light into your heart center, expanding. And then a breath of release, let go. Exhale, bringing it down into the center of the earth. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. I trust that I know what is best for me. I choose to trust my intuition. I choose to listen to my heart, to listen to my soul. I choose to know that I am worthy, that what I desire is meant for me, that it is important that I listen and follow what my heart says. I'm learning to trust. I choose to trust, and I choose to believe. All right, have an absolutely amazing day or night whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in the next video.